Yo, what's up, Perritos? It's your boy Concrete, and we are right here back with another pinchy episode of the Perritos Only podcast. Perritos, hey, check it out. It's the first podcast really of the year. We did a recap video, dog, and we just talked a little bit about what happened and the whole year, and everything's been going good. And I think it took me it took me a little while to get back into the whole groove of things, Marty. It really did, dog. Because I kind of, dude, I was. Can I tell you? Can I be honest on how I brought in the New Year, dog?
How did you bring it in? Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year. So I brought in the New Year. My mom had came over. She brought in birria la chingada. This whole thing. It was beautiful. It was great. Birria was bomb. My mom made the birria. We had a couple drinks here and there. Nothing crazy. It was just my family and my parents came over. That was it. We had maybe 8 people in the house, and then so I ate. Everything was good. We put on a movie, and from 10 o'clock to 11 p.m., dog, my body started to change, Marty.
Wow.
My body started to change. I'm sitting on the lazy boy. I'm sitting on my personal recliner, the king's chair.
Wait, the drinks kick in?
Right? That's what I thought. I was like, yo, am I really, do I feel really hot? I started getting hot, and then my hands started to feel clammy, and I'm like, yo, what the, and I was like, does anybody else feel good? Maybe, I don't know, I was thinking maybe the salsa got me, maybe it was bad, or
food poisoning?
Maybe so then I'm sitting on the couch, and we're watching the movie, and by this time, it's already 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I'm already feeling dude, I'm starting to get cold sweats, and I'm just sitting down, and I'm like, yo, something's wrong. Something is definitely wrong, dog. I don't feel 1,000%. And it happened like that, bro. Like that. Prior to this, days before, my little perritos were throwing up.
Oh.
There was a little virus going around. And I, because I didn't get sick, I was like, oh, you know what? But they were down and out. But they were throwing up every 15, 20 minutes, right? I was like, I didn't get what they got. I would have felt it. I would have had some kind of warning. And usually, Perritos, when you get food poisoning, it happens like that.
It happens right away.
It happens immediately. Your body is trying to fight this shit out. Then you immediately go into
Got a cold sweat.
Either you throw up or you start going through diarrhea or whatever. Your body's trying to get rid of whatever's inside, right? So immediately I was like, fuck, I just got food poisoning. I don't know what I ate or what I drank right now, but something that I personally had, because I was the only one perro that was getting sick. It hits about 11 o'clock. My wife starts playing the Rockin' Eve. There's a countdown happening. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to lay down on the couch. So I told the kids, I was like, kids, move out the way. I'm going to just, and I grabbed the blanket, and I just literally, went into hibernate. I was shivering, bro.
You got the chills.
I had chills. I was like, you know that feeling when you start having saliva in your mouth and you're like, yo, I'm about to fucking blow chunks.
Countdown to the toilet.
Dog. So there's 5 minutes. It's 11:55. And I'm like, I got to get up. And I go to the bathroom. And he was like, where are you going? I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. Everybody. And I could hear them, 5, 10, 9. And I'm like, blah, fool, I'm throwing up all, fool, I drank michelada, fool, I could taste the michelada coming out. I could taste the birria, the tortilla, the limon. Fool, I could taste everything that I just had. I was eating some chips too with tajin and shit. I could taste it, fool, and I could see whole little pieces of fucking birria coming out. I'm like, dog. And then I'm sitting on the toilet, and then I can hear everybody outside in the living room. They're like, Happy New Year, la chingada, hey. And everything's, and I'm like, dude, I'm fucking throwing up, bro. I am.
Did you throw up after the new year, or did you leave all that behind in 2020?
No, I'm throwing up in the new year, bro. I'm in the bathroom.
Not the way to bring it in.
I'm in the bathroom, dog. And then as I'm throwing up, and then I get this little feeling. I was like, oh, fuck, my stomach. Fool, I flushed it, and immediately, dog, I was squirting fucking water, dog. Squirting water, dog. I was a fucking squirt. I was a squirt Nerf gun, dog. Fool, I'm like, what the fuck?
Phase 2.
And then I smelled that shit, and I'm like, I gotta throw up now. And fool, I was going back and forth from throwing up to diarrhea, and then that happened. That happened, dog, from 11:55 all the way to like 7 a.m. in the morning, bro. I was waking up every minute to go throw up, dog. To go throw up, to go shit. It was one of the two, dog. It was sometimes it was almost at the same time, dog. It was really bad.
There's a stomach virus going around.
And then
now.
so come to find out, right? Like I'm on my phone and I'm like, what's going on? I was like, why am I feeling this? And then all this shit starts popping up about this neurovirus that's going around.
Yeah.
It's like the neurovirus, and it was affecting people's stomachs. It was like a stomach flu, and then so all you had to, if like whatever you ate, it was gonna come out. So there I am, dog. 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, dog. Trying to eat crackers, like one little cracker, throw it up right away. Fucking Pedialyte. I was throwing it all up, dog. Point is that I brought in the New Year food, shitting water, squirting water. Squirts. Dripping like water. Like to the point where you would just sit down for it and it's just like a faucet. It was a faucet,
How
my
much
boy.
weight did you lose?
I lost some weight. I did lose some weight. I remember like grabbing my arm and being like,
bad.
damn, I haven't been able to do that in a long time.
Not all bad.
And then so I brought in the New Year like that. And dude, I got invited by my boy Francisco Equis. Shout out to my boy Francisco Equis. He's the voice of the LA Kings right here in LA. He called me like 3 days before and he was like, hey, bro, what are you doing on New Year's? And I was like, you know what, dude? Not that way. Like I was supposed to have family come, like a lot of family come over. We canceled that because people, you know, the kids were sick and shit like that. So we ended up canceling I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be doing nothing, bro. My parents are coming over, but they usually leave in the morning. They have breakfast and they leave. He's like, do you want to come and call the first? Do you want to come and call the first game of the LA Kings game? I said, hell yeah. He's like, and I'll give you 4 tickets to that chingada you got. So as I'm throwing up, I was like, dude, how am I gonna get to the game tomorrow morning? And for some miracle, for my mom, I was like, I have 2 pills of Imodium AD. That's just it's gonna just dry it up. It's gonna make it all solid for you. Don't even
Plug it right up.
It's gonna plug it right up, dog. So here I am. For I took 2 fucking pills of Imodium AD, fool, and I was like, I'm all calling the game, and I'm like, the Kings, and I'm like, I'm hoping. I was like, dude, I hope I don't get like that little drop in your stomach where you just can't hold it, and then you just start leaking, my boy. That was like my biggest fear, is to start leaking on live broadcasts.
Damn.
And I didn't tell Francisco because I didn't want him to think that I was trying to like, you know, get out of the fucking invite and you know, like not come and fulfill the commitment that I had already agreed to, you know? And so I'm sitting there, I'm hoping, I'm like, dude, I just pray, por favor, Diosito, please don't let me shit myself right now, please. I'll do whatever it takes. And dog, it was great. I ended up eating. I had a little bit of food. It was good. And then the next day, bro, I ended up feeling better.
You sounded good.
And then I got better. And then the next day I got sick again, bro. But it's like cold sweats, but I wasn't throwing up. It was just cold sweats. I just felt cold, and I started coughing. I had a cough.
You caught a bug.
I had a cough. So I brought in the New Year, dog, like fighting, dog. I'm a fighter, Marty. I came into this world fighting, dog, and this year I came in fighting again, dog.
You're fully detoxed now.
And I'm good. Like I feel fantastic, dog. You know, I feel good now. Not at 100%. I'm probably 95 because I'm still an idiot. But I feel like I'm a lot better, dude. So how did you bring in the New Year, Marty?
Very calmly.
Very calmly?
Yeah, didn't do very much. Yeah.
Well, that was my idea, perro. That's what I thought I was. I thought I was gonna just bring in the New Year with the family, boom, eat some grapes, y la chingada. It's all good and
Little neighborhood did a little like fireworks outside and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Okay. Well, I tried to bring it in just as cool as you, man. Unfortunately, dude, I had a faucet in my ass. And it was pretty bad, dude. But I feel good now, guys. I went out and tried some new material. The new material has been working, Marty.
Sitting.
The new material is working, man. I can't wait to get on tour. I still have 3 or more jokes that I wanna try before I go on tour, and that I really want to like really get in there and I pencil them out. So I'm hoping that by March and late February we'll be able to have those jokes nice and polished, hopefully. Obviously you don't polish jokes that fast, but even get it to the point where like how the other new ones are now, where they're laughing, people are getting it, let's go, you know? Like now it's all about just tagging the shit, tagging the jokes. So it's been really good, man. Shout out to everybody that's invited me to the shows. Ken Flores, Marquez, I forgot dude's name. What was his name? Was his name Mark as well? I don't know. Was it Mark?
I think it was.
Anyways, but shout outs to all the clubs and the promoters that have been inviting me to come out and be a part of the shows and try new material. But it has been super dope. Marty, we also brought the new year in, and I hate to get into this, bro, but I'm into it. People are going to be like, why are you talking about stuff like that? For conspiracies, dog. I'm into conspiracies, Marty. What can
you spend so much time on that?
I do, bro. Like, do you?
No.
Well, because we've been seeing all this news about the orbs. Have you been seeing the news about the orbs and all these orbs showing up and all the drones, dog? Does that now make you question something, bro? No, why not?
I'm not in control.
You're not in. I know that's the problem, dog. It's because I'm not in control. I want to know what's going on.
Where am I going to spend?
Well,
time on anything that I have zero control over?
Because somebody asked me, like, Khan, how do you feel about all these drones? And I'm like, bro, I started reading up on it. And I saw this article, there was a news clipping of somebody at a government, like a C-SPAN. It was like a C-SPAN channel, right? And there was a government official, and he was saying, I don't know why people aren't talking about this more. I don't know why we're not making this into a big deal. They're saying that there's a mothership coming and that it's close and that it's sending all these drones to start doing surveillance. Yeah. To start doing surveillance. Bro, does that not scare you to some degree? I don't know, man. To me, bro, like, I want to be prepared. Right? So
what are you going to do? Go to Bass Pro Shop and go buy a bug out bag? And
I went to Walmart and I got me a bag.
You got the bucket?
No, it's a backpack. And it comes with a thermal blanket.
You did do that.
Hell yeah, bro. Yes. I went and got, well, not only for that, because I started thinking, I was like, you know what? I live in California. I don't have an emergency fucking kit, dog. I don't have an emergency. Do you have an emergency kit right now in your house? Do you have an emergency kit? No. Go to Walmart or go to Target right now after this, Bass Pros, wherever the fuck you want to go, and get an emergency kit. Dude, don't be an idiot. Go get an emergency kit. Don't be like me for the last 20 years. Dude, so I went and got a backpack.
And what does the emergency kit have in it?
Well, let me tell you. So it comes with a backpack. It comes with I think it's like the equivalent of 2 liters of water, at the very least, right? So it's 2 liters of water. It comes with a blanket. It comes with flares. It comes with that food that comes like in a little package, but it's just MREs. So it comes with MREs. It came with flares, and it came with those little breakaway lights. Yeah. Right. And then I was like, you know what? This is not enough. So I grabbed 2 of those 2 backpacks, $45. You can get them at Walmart right now for $45. It's each bag is good. Each bag is good up to for 4 people, 2 adults and 2 kids. So I got 4 kids, so I had to get an extra bag, right? Because my kids are gonna drink, my kids are gonna eat, type of shit, right? Hold on, that's my girl right there, babe. I'm in the middle of a podcast. I'll call you right back. Bye. I gotta answer. You never know. Maybe I had to tell her. Maybe she wanted to know where the emergency kit bag was. So anyway, so I got that. Not only did I get that, I went to the camping section, Perritos, and I got me a package, a fucking machete, a machete. It came with a knife, a fire starter, dog. Do you know how to start Marty? If the lights go out right now, Eric, do you guys know how to start a fire? Yeah. No, if you don't have a lighter, let's say your lighter goes out, you can't find it.
Whoa, it's not naked and afraid.
I'm just saying, dog, you never know how long we can go without power. Let's say we go without power for 2 months, dog. No power, no water. We have no resources. Guess what, guys? I know how to start a fire, dog, because I bought a fire starter.
You know, it's against the law in the state of California to do outdoor fires.
Yeah, but once you're saving lives, dog, it's gonna be okay. So it's like a little stick, dog. It's like a little stick. And it comes with like another little piece of stick that's like a different material. And then it tells you like how to do it. So it tells you like go grab leaves or whatever, put it in there, and then just spark it. And I tried it. I already did it. I already fucking did it. I started fire.
Save your money.
Bro,
all right.
And then I'm not done. And then I have the coolest fucking lantern, dog. I got a lantern, dog, for the outdoors lantern. Guess what? Even if the wind blows at 400 miles, it says it won't turn it off. Why? Because it's LED.
You think you're going to be holding on to that light if the wind is blowing 400 miles an hour? No.
That's neither here nor there. The point is that I'm going to be able to see what's in front of me.
Right now, let's say fast forward a little bit, the aliens show up. What do you think that bag's going to do for you?
Well,
because right now you just probably wrote $200 to somebody.
Well, no, okay, but what? Okay, let's just Marty. But let's just say it's not an alien invasion. Let's just say it's a fucking earthquake. Dude, I was 10 years old during the '94 earthquake here in LA, bro. Okay, I remember they cut our gas so we couldn't cook, bro. And they cut the water because drainage and pipes were broken all over the city. So they had cut our gas and they had cut our water. So whatever food that we were able to cook, it had to be either in a microwave or it had to be something that was enlatado. You know what I'm saying? Like non-perishable foods, cans of corn or whatever the case. But food, after you're there in the house for, say, a month and a half and you don't have none of these resources, bro, you're going to go through that shit, bro. That's what happened to us. We went through it.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in Florida. I went through a lot of hurricanes.
Exactly. So why don't you have a first aid kit, dog? Yeah. Just in case there's an alien invasion during a hurricane.
I have a first aid kit. You asked me if I had a bug out bag. I don't have one of those.
Look, Marty, am I a prepper? Am I digging a hole in the back of my house to build a fucking
earthquakes? I didn't think about California, but in Florida, yeah, you have to stock up with cases of water. I mean, because you know how bad, dude.
Let me tell you how bad it was.
Potentially be out of power for a couple, 3 weeks.
Let me tell you how bad it was, dog. We had to live at San Fernando Mission Park. No, at San Fernando Park. That's San Fernando Mission Park. Keep in mind, dog. We lived in San Fernando, Sylmar area. We lived on Hubbard. So Northridge, where the epicenter of the earthquake was, which was only about 4 miles away, going west. Bro, it was disaster, right? And I remember being 10 years old and waiting in lines, bro, just to get fucking water. I say that to say this. Those MRIs are going to come in clutch. MREs, those MREs are going to come in clutch. One of them is beef. I'm curious. I mean, I'm not curious enough to open.
I mean, they're not bad.
So anyways, guys, I'm ready for an alien invasion as much as I am for an earthquake. Zombies as well, dog. Actually, I'm not. I'm actually, I have no weaponry, and that's what scares me. Like, I think I need an arch. Like an arch bow, Well, yeah, because usually zombies, you have to strike them right down hard, right? So either zombies or vampires, fool. I'm ready. I need to be ready, fool. But, and I don't even know if I want to say this, but maybe a couple grenades. You never know.
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
You never know, right? You never know. I do need to get some weaponry. I need to get some artillery, though. Like something that's going to hold me out.
I don't even know what you're allowed to have in California.
I don't know what you're allowed to have in California. I haven't done my homework. I mean, you're allowed to have anything that they don't know about.
Oh, my God.
Right? So, but if you want to do it the legal way and you want to go to Big Five and get your pistol, then do that. I think you should be prepared for anything, right? Alien invasion or zombie apocalypse, dog. Either way, I'm prepared right now. So if you guys are having a hard time, fool, you guys know where I live.
Just go to your house.
You guys know where I live. All right? The Golden Globes happened this past weekend.
What's that?
I don't know. It's a bunch of cool people, man. It's a bunch of cool people. Nikki Glaser, which is one of the hottest comedians, hosted the Golden Globes this weekend, yes. And I heard she did a fantastic job. Last year, Joe Coy did it. This year you had Nikki Glaser, which she's been killing it on the circuit, bro. You know what's funny is that I've been on a bunch of shows with her, but never done the show with her.
Yeah.
Right, because
she was just at the
either I call out or she calls out, but the point is that we've been on flyers together, and we haven't. I think we've crossed paths before, and we've said hi to each other, but we've never actually done a show together. So, anyways, I say that to say this about the Golden Globes. I don't know who won, bro. I don't know what's out there.
I don't watch it. So.
Golden Globes is TV and film, right? It's TV and film, right? But one thing I did want to talk about is who are the best action actors of all time? And I got my top 5, Marty. I don't know if you have those in your head, your top 5. I have a top 5 best action actors of all time up until now. I'm not in that list yet because I haven't done no action movies. But if I do, I'm going to be in that list.
Who's in your top 5?
So my top 5, all right? At number 5, I have Bruce Willis. I have Bruce Willis, bro. He's given us Die Hard. And not only that, but he's given me one of my favorite movies of all time, Armageddon. A lot of people don't like Armageddon for some reason. They think it's corny. They think it's too Hollywood. I love Armageddon, dog. Let me tell you, when she's like, Dad, no, don't go. And he dies at the theater, guess what, dog? I cried for him.
Yeah, they had a good cast.
Then this is what, 2000 when it came out. I was already a 15-year-old man, dog, crying in the theater, dog. Crying in the theater because Bruce Willis had died. And that day I was like, dude, I hope the asteroid doesn't come, dude. Like I wanted him to survive, dog. You know?
That's a good movie.
That's a fantastic movie, bro. Like, great. I don't care what you say. Die Hard is one of the greatest movies, I think. One of the most sci-fi action movies. It had so many actors, bro, like that are big time actors now. You know, some of them have passed away.
It looked believable.
And I think it holds up.
Yeah.
I think the movie still holds up, dude. I think the movie still holds up. Let me see, Armageddon. I'm just looking up. So this is a 1998 film. I was maybe around 12, 13 years old. 43% on Rotten Tomatoes, dog. 43% on Rotten Tomatoes is not that great. All right. It has a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb. Like I said, you can watch it right now on Fubu, Hulu, Bing, and YouTube. I
thought it would do better than that.
And it's, in a nutshell, it's intense, sweeping, and unpredictable. Directed by Michael Bay. Reviews, 100% love the casting. That's what I think did it for me. The cast consists of Bruce Willis, Liv Tyler, Ben Affleck. Come on, dog. Billy Bob Thornton. Come on, dog. What? Steve Buscemi. Full. Owen Wilson. William Fichtner, which he's played like a villain in a bunch of movies. Peter Stormare. Let me see who else is in here. You got Michael Clark Duncan, rest in peace. William Patton. Remember William Patton when he's like, just tell my son that I got something really important coming up, and I think he might be proud of me. And he puts the little airplane down. That's beautiful, dude. Come on. We have, what else we have here? Oh, Ken Hudson, which I'm not really too sure what else he's been on, but he plays Max. Keith David, he's been in a bunch of films. Let me see who else here. Oh, Eddie Griffin in the beginning. Remember Eddie Griffin has a small little part in the beginning. Let me see.
Keith David.
Dude, so many other actors. But those are the most notable ones, I guess, that we can talk about. NASA Tech, all those guys were. Anyways, dude, Armageddon, hands down, one of the best action, comedy, sci-fi movies ever made. And that's why I have Bruce Willis at number 5. Moving on to number 4, we have none other than The Rock. Look, The Rock has came from a wrestling world. There's been a lot of wrestlers that have came from the wrestling world. You have, guys like Macho Man did some stuff. Hulk Hogan had a stint, right? He had a stint in some movies. He was in Rocky 3. He had remember Commando? He was in Commando, right? He was in Commando. So he's had a few movies, Running Man, but nothing as big as I think what The Rock has done as a wrestler coming into Hollywood. He's had some pretty big fucking films, right? From Fast and the Furious. Then he's also had, what do we got? Jumanji, all those like huge
he's been in a ton.
Blockbuster fucking films, right? So I have The Rock at number 4. My favorite The Rock movie, it's crazy, dude. I would have to say The Rundown. It was one of the funnest movies to me. I like it. Yeah. I remember watching it, and don't get me wrong, I like the ones that he has with Kevin Hart, but The Rundown to me was like, it was at the beginning of his big-time movie-making career. They still weren't like blockbuster hits, but I thought it was a pretty good fucking film. So The Rundown was pretty good, and it also has another favorite actor, Ernie, which he played one of the Ninja Turtles, so he's in that movie, and so that's why I have The Rock at number 4. My number 3 is a huge actor. He was great in the, I want to say, late 70s, 80s, and potentially 90s. The one and none other than Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, you can't tell me nothing, bro. He has some of the best martial arts action movies of the fucking 80s and 90s.
Yeah, I watched Bloodsport 100 times at least.
Hands down. I can watch Bloodsport right now. I can watch Kickboxer. I could even watch Street Fighter. Street Fighter was great, right? So Universal, remember Universal Soldier, dog? For what? Dude, Universal Soldier was one of the biggest movies of the 90s, and that was with the other dude, Dolph Lundgren, right? Which is the Russian dude from Rocky, bro.
Yeah.
Universal Soldier.
I remember seeing that one. I do remember seeing Time Cop. He was in one.
Come on, dog. Those, dude. We're gonna look up some Van Damme movies real quick, and so we can kind of, we can pick apart some of his biggest movies. He's 64 years old, bro. Been killing it, and where's he? He's Belgium. I didn't even know he's Belgium. I didn't even know he was Belgian, dog. He's known for his action movies, including Bloodsport in 1988. I was just 3 years old. Kickboxer in 1989 and Time Cop in 1994. Those are his top 3 movies. So these are these are the badass movies that he's been a part of. Bloodsport, Kickboxer, Lionheart. Remember Lionheart, dog? Nuts. Double Impact. Double Impact is when he has a fucking twin.
Yeah.
It's his evil twin, dog. That's just what? Hard Target. I vaguely remember that one. Universal Soldier, Nowhere to Run, and then this is where it kind of starts getting into the I haven't seen part. Darkness of the Man, haven't seen that one. Kill 'Em All Part 2, I haven't seen that one. Just came out 2024. Cyborg, didn't see that one. Street Fighter, Predator. I gotta rewatch it. Damn. Time Cop. Desert Heat. Remember him in the motorcycle? Expendables. Double Team with Dennis Rodman in 1997.
Wow. I didn't realize he was in that many movies.
Apparently there's a Kickboxer Vengeance. Damn. Until Death. Kickboxer Retaliation. Oh shit, there's like 4 or 5 of those fucking things, dude. Anyways, so that's where I have Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's my number 3. Give it up for one of the biggest action superstars in the 80s. Dude, and Matt, bro, like, do you remember the aura of the 80s and the 90s of being an action movie hero, dog? Like, I think that era, bro, the 80s and 90s is probably the biggest era of action movie heroes. Like, you're talking about Planet Hollywood restaurant opening.
Yeah.
Remember that shit when it was like, dude, it was like the thing to go to Planet Hollywood and sit where potentially one of these fucking actors sat. That was like big, right? So I have him at number 3, man. My number 2, man. My number 2 has to be none other than Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is at my number 2, man. For one, there's not a lot of movies that Tom Cruise does that are whack, right?
No.
Most of the Mission Impossibles are fucking dope ass. They're just dope, entertaining movies. Obviously, none of them have been as big as the first one or whatever, the second, whatever. But he's created with Mission Impossible. It's someone to the likes of, I want to say 007, right? I mean, they've made a bunch of those films, and people don't get tired of them. They're down to go see another Mission Impossible movie, right? I think there's one that just came out now.
And he does all his own stunts.
That's what I was gonna say. Yes, he does his own fucking stunts, dog. So come on, dude. Like, you're doing your own fucking stunts, bro. Like, this was jumping out of planes and riding motorcycles and getting hit and fighting and doing sequences, dog. And the dude's he's not a spring chicken, dog. He's probably 60?
No, he's in his 60s, yeah.
Right?
Really.
So obviously we've seen movies like American Made was. If you haven't seen American Made, dude, that's one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies as of late. If you haven't seen American Made, it's super dope, dog. It's about the Bolivian drug cartel movement situation. He's a drug runner, and he used to work for an airline and then somehow he gets into the business of transporting drugs for the Bolivian cartels or whatever like that. Go watch that shit. That shit is dope, dog. Let me see what else.
And it's based on true events.
Based on true events.
Yeah,
It is.
Didn't it involve like General?
Yes. All like the real legit dudes, right? Mm-hmm. So he's had a bunch of shit, dog. Night and Day, the Jack Reacher movies, Tropic Thunder. Come on, dog. Mission Impossible, Collateral. Dude, Collateral is one of my fucking favorite movies, dog, with him and one of my favorite comedians, Jamie Foxx. The Last Samurai, Minority Report was way ahead of its time. Minority Report was just way, like, just the technology that they were presenting in that movie at the time, Perro, was like just way ahead of its time. Vanilla Sky is a great movie. Obviously, Jerry Maguire, Magnolia, Eyes Wide Shut. Interview with the Vampire, dog. Sick ass movie. I love timepiece movies. Like period pieces like that. How can you not like that, dog? The Firm, A Few Good Men, Rain Man, Young Guns, Cocktail, Top Gun, the new Top Gun, The Outsiders. Bro, come on. Like, how many more movies, right, do you need to have to be one of the greatest action heroes of all time? So I got Tom Cruise at number 2. Who do you guys think I have for my number 1? Marty, who do you think I have at my number 1?
Number 1, action?
Yeah. Who do you think I have at my number 1?
I'm surprised I wouldn't know.
You don't know?
No.
Nothing.
Chuck Norris.
None other than Chuck motherfucking Norris, dog.
Seriously?
Chuck Norris sits at my number 1 of one of the greatest
I would have never
action
I would have never guessed that.
heroes of all time. He already said the rest of them. You're fucking right.
You left off a bunch.
Well, I'm saying my top 5.
Yeah.
I'm saying my top, for my, I mean, honestly, dude, I could easily take out.
How do you not pick Rob De Niro? Heat. That was
He
in
didn't
95.
do action, though. He
did Heat. He did Ronin. Are you kidding me?
I know. No, but he was known for gangster,
Heat?
drama.
You're going to tell me Heat was not a...
It is an action movie. Yes, you're right. Yes. No. Yeah, you're right. I mean, dude, this is a tough list. What do you want me to do? You want me to take out Tom Cruise in action and put and
No.
And put in Robert?
I'm just saying I would have never guessed Chuck Norris.
Put in Bobby?
I would have never guessed Chuck Norris.
No, trust me. I thought about no, you would have never guessed Chuck Norris, but Chuck Norris is one of the only actors to ever actually fight in the real world, right? He was an actual fighter, karate fighter, right? Or kung fu or whatever the fuck, right? And then he was one of the original guys to have those movies. And then not only that, but he was in a fucking movie with Bruce Lee, dog.
Yeah.
How do you not have Chuck in there? Now, I have Chuck because Chuck not has only done great action films, but he also did, what was it? Texas, the Texas Ranger.
Rangers, yeah.
Texas Ranger was fucking classic, dog. Come on, dude. Come on.
Bunch of them, dude. In the 90s, there was a bunch.
Dog, he did a bunch of movies. Dog. Come on, dude. All the army movies that he did, all the fucking war movies and Vietnam movies that he did, those are all classic movies. And to me, he's one of the original action superstar heroes.
There was a lot of them in the 90s, though.
Yeah, right. But if you think about it, dude, you talk about Chuck has come from the 70s, bro.
Yeah.
Chuck was killing in the 70s, murdered in the 80s. Dude, he killed armies in his movies by himself with 2 grenades. You know what I'm saying? Dude,
So did Rambo.
Yes, and you know what, dude? Trust me, I know.
No, I'm telling you, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them left off.
No, I know I left them off, but this is my top 5, right? Trust me, bro. I didn't even put Arnold in there.
That was a good one too.
Bro, you missed.
I didn't put Arnold in there.
I'll be back.
John Travolta. Face Off with Nicolas Cage. He was in Face Off with Nicolas Cage. He was in Basic.
I know, but when you think of John Travolta, you don't think him killing motherfucker. I think of John Travolta. You know what I think of John Travolta?
Yeah, he was more of a...
I think of Bubble Boy. Because he did Bubble Boy, right?
He wasn't. You're right.
And then he did Grease. And then he did Saturday Night. He was always more of the pretty boy, right? In a way. I think, right? He did have action films where he tried to become the villain and then, It worked. I think Pelham 213 or Pelham 123 or something where it was like in a train or something. Dude, you don't think I didn't want to put fucking Arnold in there? Predator?
You're wild.
He's definitely in my top 10 though.
There are so many. Yeah.
Okay, but dude, Chuck Norris. How can you not put him in there?
Predator,
how can you not put?
How about Terminator? Forget about Predator.
That's what I'm saying. But how can you not put Tom Cruise in there?
No, I'm not saying. I was just surprised to hear Chuck
Yeah.
Norris is on. I'm saying Chuck Norris. I wouldn't necessarily say he's in the top 5.
Chuck Norris is not top 5?
Definitely not in mine.
Damn. Where do you put him in your top 10?
I don't think he's in the top 10. Wow. I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I've always been more of a Bruce Lee fan.
Okay.
Than I was a Chuck Norris fan.
Okay.
So even when Chuck Norris showed up on the scene, I was hoping Bruce Lee would whoop his ass.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? Because really thinking about it, look, if it was my top 10, I would probably put Stallone at number 3.
Yeah, no, he was in some.
Right? I'd probably put, like, if it was my top 10, I'm putting Stallone at number 3. Chuck Norris number 1, Tom Cruise number 2, Stallone at number 3 because of his longevity. Like, longevity, bro. He's still doing movies till this day. You know, at my number 10, bro, I'm putting in Liam Neeson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right? Liam Neeson at number 10, bro.
For sure. I wouldn't say number 10, but in the
Who else is another action guy that you could think of? Like, okay, Denzel. Are we not putting Denzel in there?
Have to.
Are we not putting Will?
Will who?
Will who? Will Smith? You're not putting Will Smith in the action, dog?
Nah.
I, Robot? Bad Boys?
No.
Bro, he's definitely in my top 10, bro.
I will put Russell Crowe, Gladiator.
Okay, and then what else?
He had a few.
Okay, what else? No, I mean, no, and I'm not trying to sound disrespectful like that. I'm just saying, like, I can't think of it, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of that many Russell Crowe movies where he was an action hero.
Oh, I'm going to look that up. I know there were.
Right, Will Smith, all you can name, fool, Bad Boys, Independence Day, what? I, Robot was a huge movie. Come on, dog, Hitch. Right? I think that's dope, but I don't know. I mean, there it is. Here, Will Smith movies, dog. We're about to go. Movie and shows. Obviously, Bad Boys 2. Man in Black. I, Robot. Focus. Gemini Man. Fuck, Hancock. Ali.
Yeah. All right.
Enemy of the State.
I'm losing this conversation.
Concussion. Bright. What else?
No, he was in a ton of them.
I feel like I'm missing a few of them, right? Anyways, man, dude, I know. If you know what, I may have to go back and revisit this, dog, because
yeah, you left.
Chuck Norris, Tom Cruise, Stallone, Van Damme, The Rock, Bruce Willis, Will Smith, Denzel, Liam Neeson. Who else could be in that category? Action superstars.
Action superstars.
Yeah, action movie superstars. Action movie, yes. Action movie. Let's see. Action movie actors. Okay, so here's a list.
Matt Damon was in what?
Damn, dude, I forgot. Okay, so look, when you Google action movies, action movie actors, this is, and it's not in alphabetical order, but this is the way Google, they have Bruce Willis at number 1, Sylvester Stallone at number 2, Arnold at 3, Tom Cruise at 4, Jackie Chan at number 5.
Forgot Jackie Chan.
The Rock is at number 6. Jason Statham.
Yeah, how did we miss that?
Dolph Lundgren is in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Jean-Claude Van Damme is number 8. Jason Statham is number 9. Chuck Norris is number 10. What the fuck?
Mel Gibson's on there.
Liam Neeson, Jet Li, Keanu Reeves, Mel Gibson, Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes killed the 80s too, dog, in the 90s. Wait a minute. We got to read Steven Seagal.
Oh, shoot.
Nicolas
Cage.
Hey, Mark Wahlberg, dog.
Yeah. Bro. But you said 80s and 90s. He was more 2000s.
Yeah, Denzel, I would say, is 90s too, right? 90s? Right, Denzel got to be 90s, right?
Yeah.
Dude, Charles
90s,
Bronson. Remember
Denzel's
him?
current. Denzel he's still going at it.
That's what I'm saying. He's still active, yeah. Actually, hell yeah, he's still active. Donnie Glover.
Gerald Butler.
Danny Trejo. Chris Hemsworth. Badass. That guy's badass. Oh, dude, that's everything that pops up now, dog. But hey,
we missed a bunch.
Yeah, we missed a bunch, but I think I had a pretty decent list. Guys, there it is. Hey, give me your top 5 in the comments. Leave your top 5 in the comments. If we agree, cool. If not, fool, tell me why, Perrito. Tell me why your top 5 is the best action movie stars of all time. You saw my top 5. Honestly, after dialogue with the guys here, I got to rethink this shit. But I'm pretty committed to my top 5. I definitely got to put Will Smith in there, dog. In that top 5, though.
I get it. You're right.
I got to put Will Smith or I got to put Denzel. Right? Jackie Chan?
Beast.
Chris Tucker?
That's more. Yeah, I would think that's more action comedy.
Action comedy? Well, they're all usually always action comedy, you know? Anyways, that's it, guys. That's the episode for today, man. Guys, let me know in the comments first of all, let me know in the comments who your favorite actors, your top 5 action comedy actors of all time is. Tell me, what do you feel about these pinches orbs? Do you think aliens are coming? Do we need to get prepared? Let me know in the comments, do you have a first aid kit? And look, tell me what you would put in your first aid kit. I don't care if you put a bong in there. I want to know what the hell you put in your first aid kit. And let me know in the comments if you could have one CD to be stuck in the pandemic again. What CD would that be? I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Your boy Concrete, Perritos only. Let's go.